Hello everybody and welcome back to Letton Farm, the survival roleplay series, which seems to have gone down fairly well. So we're going to continue. I can't guarantee it's going to be every day, probably twice a week, but yeah, it's a thoroughly enjoyable Let's Play to actually create, and it would appear to watch as well. Anyway, Peter Wood lives in this house, the Letton Farm house, and so far he has been incredibly generous. We don't have anything, or at least we didn't have anything. We had no money and no tractors or anything. We now have this Massey Ferguson 135 given to us by Peter Wood, and he gave us £100 as well for planting some trees in the field just over there, which I think was incredibly generous. Now, he did also say that he probably wouldn't have any work for us today. It is a new day, but it's worth speaking to him anyway just in case, because you just never know. And actually, while we're here, we could do him a favour. We could pick up these eggs for him. There's a few. We can give these to him when we knock on the door. Oh, and actually, yeah, we do need to get a map as well. We do have like a all crumpled up black and white map, all in grayscale. But it would have been nice to have a full colour map or something. So we'll definitely mention it to him. Good to see you again. I didn't think I'd have any more work for you today. However, I've been down to one of my fields, and it turns out that it actually is the right moisture to be harvested. Can you do this for me? Yes, we can. We certainly can do. Yeah, I don't know what the pay is like, though. That's great to hear. And thank you for the eggs. I was about to go out myself and pick them up. For this job, I can give you £1,000. Once again, he's being very generous, unless it is some field which is going to take about a week to harvest. We're going to have to see it on a map. Of course you can have a map. In fact, I have a digital version which I'll email through to you. You should be able to view it on your phone. There it is. He's emailed it through. So now we can see this map, which has actually got everything marked on here. Not just the fields, but also the different farms and also the sell points. So no doubt he's going to want us to sell some stuff at some point. So that'll be very useful. So he said it was field number 12. So if we jump onto our Massey Ferguson 135, we should be able to head down there. Now there's one thing which actually we do need, and it's food and drink. We do need to survive. It's a survival. It's going to cost us money. So I think once we've done this job, or maybe the job after it, we're going to have to go to a shop and go and buy some resources, some things to actually live off. It's very important that we do survive. So yes, that is something we're going to have to do. So yeah, he said field 12. This is completely the opposite direction to his other field, which is field 4. I don't actually know exactly which fields he does own because he hasn't actually told us. But I think the more we do work for him, the more we're going to get to know which land is his. I think it's down here. I don't know what combine he has either. It'd be interesting to know. I think it's beans that he's growing down here, by the look of what we can see. Is it beans? I think so. I would say so. So we're going to park the tractor up. It's not a massive field, but it is quite big. It's going to come down to what sort of combine harvester he has. If it's something really small, it's going to take a while. Sorry for the wait. I had to go and get the combine harvester. It would obviously be a very useful machine for this job. You're right, it would be. Right, okay. So let's just get that unfolded. And this is actually quite impressive. He has a really big combine harvester here. It is beans. So, yeah, £1,000 for doing this. Obviously, he needs a good combine driver. And we're that person, hopefully. Yeah, so when this is done, and we have our £1,000, I'm thinking that we could try and hunt around for either an implement or some sort of land. I think land would be the thing you would go for first, because if we just go and get an implement and don't actually have any land to use it on, it's going to be fairly pointless. So I've got to approach this the correct way, because we're obviously desperate for money. We need money not only for servicing the machinery, but actually for living on. Like I say, it's a survival roleplay, which it wasn't very apparent in the first roleplay video, but it will be in this one because, yeah, we obviously have to eat and drink now. We're really close to the end, as you can see. He's keeping a close eye on what we're doing. So hopefully he likes it. I really do. We need to make a really good impression, because at the moment he is really being a massive help to our progression. And after all, our goal is actually to run a farm of our own. So we've got a long way to go. But if we work hard, it should be possible. And even £1,000 is nothing when it comes to buying a field, so we've got to really focus, work hard for, well, I'm assuming Peter would, but he might know of other people as well, nearby. I'm not sure. And now the final piece. Thank you, Dagwin. I couldn't have done it better myself. Right, well that is obviously very good. We now have £1,100, which we're going to have to, yeah, like I say, spend some of it on food and drink. In fact, yes, we are very thirsty. So, because we're new to the place, we don't actually know exactly where the best place is for food and drink. So, we're going to have a bit of a hunt around, really. Otherwise it's going to be quite tough to find the best place. There is a pond, but I don't fancy drinking out of a pond. I think we're going to go to the man of knowledge himself, Peter Wood. He, I would have thought, is the best place. So yeah, let's just go over to his house and we will see exactly where the local shop is. I genuinely did not know he was the kind of person who went to the pub at 9:30 in the morning. I'm assuming he's just gone for a lemonade. But he's not here, so we're going to have to go and find him. Right, okay. He got to the pub quick. I'll give him that. We're thirsty. In fact, the pub could be a good place to actually buy our drinks from. They might even have more substantial meals as well, but we don't really want a substantial meal. We want things that we can take around with us, like apples and sandwiches and stuff. But yeah, they should be able to, you'd hope, get us what we require. All we can do is go and ask. Peter Wood, making us do all the work while he's in the pub. Ah well. Here we are. It is the Rusty Nail. Let's park up. Right. Hello again, Dagwin. I was just buying you a cold fruit juice. As you're here, I can give it to you now. Okay, this is probably a good time to ask if we can get food and drink. Is it possible to buy food and drink from the pub? If you're looking for food and drink, speak to Dennis. He'll be able to sort you out with everything you require.
Hey, hello. What do you want?
Ah, such a friendly greeting.
Food? Food and drink? Oh, not a problem, I can get everything. I can do anything from apples to, bananas. I can even do an orange. Just take your pick.
Okay then, so we're in Dennis's pub shop. Clearly a very good range here, and yeah, I just don't know what we want really. Current spend, nothing. Looks good that way, but we need food and we need water. So I think apple, orange, sandwich, fruit juice, water, banana. We'll go for an apple definitely, and actually we'll probably have 2 of those. Then after this, yeah, we need a drink. We've already got some fruit juice. It's 150. 150 a carton of fruit juice. Yeah, I think we'll go for the water at £1. That's better, so we're at £2 so far. And to finish off with, yeah, something a bit more substantial than an apple, so not an orange. Right, sandwich. I think we'll go for a sandwich. So £5. I think £5 will have to be the maximum. Anyway, yeah, we'll buy that. We'll leave it there, and let's go and have a chat with Dennis. So yeah, we've just spent £5 on some food and some drink. We got the drink already, the fruit juice from Peter, which was nice. We also got 2 apples, the water, and the sandwich, which I think was not too bad value for money, really. In fact, we should really drink something now. We'll drink the fruit juice, because that's what we've just been given, so yeah, we'll keep the water. So there we go, it's gone from the backpack. And yeah, we can store food, but the problem with that is it's going to start to go off, so it might be not very nice. And yeah, we're going to have to eat later. We're going to probably eat an apple or something later. Don't know what flavour sandwich it is. He just said it was a sandwich. Anyway, yes, we're now on the hunt for another job. I was going to go for a bit of a tour first, just to see if we could see any potential plots of land that we could buy eventually. Even at this stage, we're nowhere near buying any sort of land because it's just not going to be cheap enough. But we're the kind of person who is very creative, and we can think of ideas to make money from land when we can finally afford it. And I don't think we're going to be able to buy any arable land to begin with. I think the first field will have to be a grass field or something, because then we can at least cut it and bale it and sell some grass or hay bales straight away. Whereas with an arable field, we'd have to get a big combine harvester, or a combine harvester, which would be probably quite expensive. Yeah, these fields here, they're all arable. There's some woods here. I guess we can go through here. It doesn't say private or anything. Let's see if it's open. Oh, it is. It's open. So I don't know where it goes. Don't know. It's probably just a shared entrance to these fields. So I don't know. No idea. Oh, there's a windmill here. Oh, it's probably privately. We probably shouldn't be in here. But yeah, this is the kind of place actually where you could be creative. It wouldn't be great for the environment, but you could take the trees down, and then this would be like a really small grass field, which we could then make money from, selling the bales. But we'd have to get some kind of stump grinder, I suppose, because otherwise the stumps are going to be stuck in here. I don't know. We could speak to Peter Wood about it, and yeah, if he thinks it's for sale, it doesn't have a for sale sign or anything, so who knows. But if the potential is there, we'll think about getting it when we have the money. But yeah, at this stage, it's just not even possible. I'm going to go and speak to Peter again. I want to see if we can do any more work for him. I think it's unlikely though, because we've just done the harvesting and he didn't even think we'd be doing that today. It's just because the moisture was the right amount. So yeah, let's just drop by. We seem to be living at his house. It's because he's so generous. Right. More work, you say? Well, yes, actually, as it happens, there is a field which I'd like you to cut. It's a grass field. In fact, you should know it. It's the field you put the trees in, field number 3. We can cut it ourselves, but we have an old mower which you might be interested in, and if you can get it to work, you can keep it. It's a Kuhn FA something. I forget the number. That sounds amazing. Yeah, so we get to keep a mower for the tractor only if it works. I guess we can keep it anyway. But where actually, yeah, we didn't ask him where it was. Where is it? Oh yeah, that would be useful if you knew where it was. It's behind the barn in some long grass, probably in some nettles. That's all I can tell you. Make sense? Or does it? It's behind a barn. Oh, blimey. It's behind a barn in some nettles. Oh, that could be anywhere. That could be absolutely anywhere. Oh. Aha! Is that a mower? Or is it just like an A-frame for something? Well, it's the only implement around here, so we'll get the traction, put it onto there and see if it works. That looks rusty. Nowhere near as good as the tractor, that's for sure. Still can't believe it gave us the tractor. Line out the way, hens. Excited Dagwin coming through. I don't know what this is. It looks like a mower, but... well, it kind of looks like a mower. Yes. Ah, yes, of course. It's one of those mowers. He said it was a Kuhn something, but he didn't know exactly what model number. It looks alright, except for the rust. Let's try and engage the PTO. Oh, starting up. Looks to be doing something. Nice. Well, we're going to have to give this a go, that's for sure. Some nice reciprocating action there. So field 3, we do know field 3 very well. I don't know how big it is. Obviously this is a very small setup, so it's going to take some time to do. I don't think it was that big, but I'm going to have to mind those trees we put in. This would probably have no problem cutting through them. This field here. Well, it's the field which he said was here, but it looks to me more like another yard here. It's more this piece of land. It's quite big, actually. It is quite big. But if we can get it done, we get to keep the mower, which could be very useful for the project we hope to have one day, if we can afford some land, which is at the moment not very hopeful, but it's looking okay long term. Just, yeah, short term, not a chance. We're just finishing off here, and yeah, the mower has been going strong. We probably should have checked the gearbox oil or something though, if it has a gearbox. Must do. Must have something. Because yeah, if it's been sat in those nettles all that time, it's probably not going to do much good just putting it straight to work. Anyway, there we go. Let's go and tell them that we've finished. It's 5 o'clock, and yeah, that has gone very well. So let's fold it up. Yeah, we're not going to get paid for this because, well, I believe that we're going to be keeping the mower, from what I understand. Might be busy here because it's 5:30. Rush hour. Oh, it is rush hour. I think there's only 2 cars, hopefully. Yep. Good. Okay, we'll just park over here for the time being, and we'll go and tell him. Your tractors seem to handle that mower very well. I was watching from my upstairs window, as my house actually overlooks that field. It almost seems a shame to give the mower away, however you've earned it. Thank you for your efforts today. Fantastic. So we got the mower. I don't think he wants to give it away. He's probably been watching it all in action. And yeah, does that does I think it overlooks. We don't need to go and check, but yeah, I'm pretty sure it does do. Okay, we're gonna go and check. Yeah, it must do. But yeah, he likes it. He likes the work that we've done here. Oh, it does. You can see his window over there. And yeah, we're just going to finish off. We'll eat we'll eat an apple. We'll have a drink and a sandwich. So we'll have one apple left over for tomorrow. So thank you for watching, and until tomorrow, I hope, possibly, maybe the day after, see you again very soon. Bye for now.